Howdy. Visible planets and night sky September October 2022. September 26th, 2022 evening looking southeast. The Great Square, Pegasus, Circlet, Pisces. Jupiter. Jupiter is now ascending into the east. In the east in the evening. It's brighter than all visible planets, except Venus, which is behind the Sun now. And it's brighter than all the stars. Jupiter reaches opposition at 20 UTC on September 26, 2022. Then it will be closer to Earth than it's been in 70 years. Read more about Jupiter at opposition. As this chart shows, at this 2022 opposition, Jupiter lies directly south of the eastern side of the Great Square of Pegasus, a group of 4 medium bright stars. Additionally, between the Great Square and the bright planet is a pretty but faint group of 6 stars known as the Circlet, in the constellation of Pisces. And Jupiter is a big planet, and it seems to be very big. And there has been times when planetary alignments thought to be, or to get in their place, it takes billions and billions of years. But it's not so. It just takes probably decades. The light a star emits is to some degree what it reflects from its mother star, hence in this case the Sun, because it's in our solar system. But we only see a part of it. And that's also interesting. I was just searching an article about this, Universe Today, and a fancy commercial. Magnets. So, the Juno spacecraft will provide insights in how Jupiter's magnetic field is generated. Obviously, here we have Aurora Borealis, and also on the southern side, Aurora Australis, or however they are called on Jupiter. There is a Birkeland current flowing in and out at both poles, which connects the planet to the Sun. Jupiter's magnetosphere will blow your mind while it kills your spacecraft. Jupiter is a huge planet, but its magnetosphere is mind-blowingly massive. It extends out to nearly 5 million kilometers, 3 million miles wide on average, 150 times wider than Jupiter itself, and almost 50 times wider than the Sun, making it one of the largest structures in the solar system. If you were to look up into the night sky, if we could see the outline of Jupiter's magnetosphere, it would be about the size of the moon in our sky, which is as big as the Sun. This is how we get, what are they called? Eclipses? They fit perfectly together, the moon and the Sun. The moon eclipses totally the Sun. So the Sun is as big as the moon in our sky, as would be Jupiter. Said Jack Connery, Deputy Principal Investigator and head of the Juno Mission Magnetometer team. It's a very large feature in our solar system, and it's a pity we can't see it. But the Juno spacecraft is about to change our understanding of Jupiter's magnetosphere and allow scientists to see, for the first time, Jupiter's magnetic field. And today, no, it's not today, that's some time old, I guess. NASA announced that Juno has entered Jupiter's magnetic field. Listen to the video as the spacecraft gathered data as it crossed the bow shock. We don't watch now the video, but I just want to show you the picture, which means it traversed a double layer in space. Double layers. The magnetosphere is the area of space around a planet that is controlled by the planet's magnetic field. The stronger the magnetic field, the larger the magnetosphere. The stronger the magnetic field, the stronger the energy. The more energy is moving between the sun and the planet. Every electric current has a magnetic field. But anyway, the larger the magnetosphere, it is estimated that Jupiter's magnetic field is about 20,000 times stronger than Earth's. Jupiter and auroras. Here you can see the Birkeland current. These might be counter-rotating. And since this is brighter on this side, it tends to move to this side. And this may be also, and there might be something here in the middle, which is moving the other way around. Like how Birkeland currents do. So, I just want to say, what do you think will happen if the energy which goes into Jupiter just increases amazingly? Let's say 100% or 100 times. There might be some igniting process happening. If there's more energy going in, the layering, I mean now the vertical layering, but also probably the layering we have here, will change. As it does on Earth. We already experienced change in jet stream patterns, which are linked to the Birkeland current, which connects us to the Sun. And Jupiter is connected to the Sun as we are. And there are massive storms on Jupiter. And there might be even gases and stuff, or there are, probably for sure, because you probably find all the things we have on Earth on Jupiter too. Maybe even more, who knows. But anyway, they could ignite. And if there would be more energy, so probably it would expand. And especially when it's igniting, it would expand even further. So with that, also the magnetosphere would expand. So it would be even much bigger. So I was just thinking how it would look if Jupiter would ignite. I've been making videos about this some time ago. You can read about this further if you want to. I won't now dive into that because I wanted to show you something else still. It has to do, in a way, with this. Except that we are on Earth. This is north of Iceland. Somewhere must be Svalbard. Is it still more south? This doesn't really react to my fingers. Maybe this is... No, that's not Svalbard. Where is it? Here. Spitsbergen, Svalbard, or however you want to call it. And I want to point out something which I find really interesting. Maybe no one else cares. We have 966 hectopascal, I guess, which is very low. There has been this hurricane or whatever stuff it was in Canada, which is now 985. There it was 970. Let's see, do they have 973, 79? Yeah, it loses its power, so to say. But up here in the north, yeah, I cannot zoom out further. Here we have some double layering going on. But anyway, let's go back. 965. Let's check quickly out. 80, 90. No. 965. And now the yellow stripe here is on the. That's now 967, 970, 973. And this seems to come southwards towards Europe. And I just want to point out that's a very strong weather system. It loses a bit of its power as it plunges into Europe, but it's rather big. And it might cause some disruptions. And it seems to get anchored in the Baltic Sea. Maybe just a coincidence, but I think there are many mud volcanoes in the Baltic Sea. And there's already another one coming, low pressure system. 975, that's also really low, which is quite powerful. So there are like low pressure systems plunging now into Europe. And most of them, they just seem to turn around Finland. This is now, check it out. Yeah, it's placing it. Sometimes they make a connection and they just get stuck in the place, as do the high pressure systems. That's interesting. But we are 1.5 weeks in advance, so let's see if it happens or not. Another thing to watch out for is La Palma, Canary Islands, and also the Azores are dealing with bad weather. Maybe also in the Mediterranean. Yeah, it's very interesting to follow these structures because I see them as, in a way, energy moving also underground. Because all the weathers, good and bad weathers, yeah, you cannot say weathers, yeah, I just did it. The good and bad weathers, they make a connection to the ground, either way. If you believe it or not, you don't have to, but if you get wet when you step outside, you probably notice that the weather made a connection to the ground. Or when the sun is shining, you get a sunburn. There has been happening a connection to the ground and all the things upon it. But anyway, very interesting weather patterns going on. It seems rather windy and wet in Central Europe after a long period of drought and really hot temperatures. Nature seeks equilibrium, so it delivers the opposite. What did you expect? Yes, a few words about these things, I don't know. I just think they're interesting and share information, my way of contributing a little bit to the whole picture of the times we are in. Times of profound changes, either already happening and no one noticed, or someone noticed, or there are many other things which probably happens in near future to many of us, which change our lives in an instant, unprecedented events in whatever whatever topic or magnitude. So expect the unexpected. And enjoy internet. Use it wisely. Because, anyway. Thanks.